They taught you that being available is kindness, that replying fast is respect, that saying yes is strength. They told you the good ones are always there, that loyalty means access, that love means immediate presence, and slowly, without noticing, you turned yourself into something dangerous, a door with no lock, a resource with no scarcity, a presence with no weight. You became easy to reach, easy to use, easy to forget, because human nature follows a cruel paradox. What is always available is rarely valued. What requires no effort feels free, and what feels free is wasted without remorse. Long before notifications trained your nervous system to jump at every vibration in your pocket, Machiavelli understood this truth. He lived among princes and betrayals, alliances built with smiles and destroyed with silence. And he noticed something most people never see. Men rarely lose power by being cruel. They lose power by being too available, too reachable, too eager to please, too open to everyone. Power was never just force. Power was perception, distance, control over how others experience your presence. Because when you are always available, you give others power over your time. And when others control your time, they begin to control your mind. Notice what happens when someone knows you will always answer. Urgency disappears, respect fades, curiosity dies. Your attention stops being appreciated. It becomes expected. Your presence becomes background noise. The human mind adapts brutally fast. What once felt special becomes normal. What becomes normal becomes invisible. And invisibility is the death of influence. You believe constant presence builds closeness, but often it destroys mystery. And mystery is not manipulation. Mystery is oxygen. It is the space where desire breathes, where respect grows, where interest survives. Without space, there is no longing. Without longing, there is no pull. And without pull, you are not chosen. You are consumed. Machiavelli warned that the ruler who tries to be loved by everyone becomes hostage to everyone. Because love without structure becomes expectation. Expectation becomes entitlement. And entitlement turns into resentment the moment you say no, the moment you choose yourself. Suddenly they say you changed. They call you cold, selfish, different. But what they truly mean is simple. You stopped being convenient. And convenience is not love. Convenience is consumption. Look at the modern world. Information is everywhere, so knowledge feels cheap. Entertainment is endless, so boredom never disappears. Attention is abundant, so no voice feels sacred. When everything is always available, nothing feels important. And when you make yourself endlessly available, people begin to experience you the same way they experience content. Scrollable, replaceable, disposable. You become another tab, easily closed. Scarcity creates value, not artificial games, not manipulation, but natural scarcity, born from boundaries, from choosing where your energy goes, from refusing to place your presence on clearance. Authority is not built through availability. Authority is built through selectivity. The one who is always reachable becomes ordinary. The one measured in presence becomes significant. Your nervous system was never designed to be permanently on call, yet every notification pulls your attention outward, fragmenting your focus, breaking your inner rhythm. You are never fully with yourself because part of you is always waiting for someone else. You become a hallway people walk through instead of a room they sit in, and slowly you feel empty. Not because you gave too much, but because you gave without choosing. There is a difference between generosity and leakage. Generosity is intentional. Leakage is unconscious. One strengthens you, the other drains you until you forget your own depth. Machiavelli respected self-preservation. Because exhaustion does not earn respect, it invites exploitation. The more you prove you will always be there, the more people design their lives around your availability, not your humanity. And when you finally cannot bend anymore, the system you helped build turns against you. There is another cost, quieter, more poisonous. When you are always available, others never grow. You become the fixer, the emotional sponge, the permanent solution. Dependency replaces connection. Resentment grows on both sides. They resent needing you. You resent carrying them. This is how relationships decay. Not through cruelty, but through misplaced availability. Desire lives in distance, not abandonment. Space. When something is not instantly reachable, value emerges, curiosity awakens, respect follows, but constant access kills investment. What requires no effort is never cherished, so understand this clearly. Boundaries are not rejection. They are structure. There is dignity in delayed response, authority in choosing when to appear, power in having a life that does not revolve around every external pull. Humans respect what stands firm. When you collapse into everyone else's needs, you lose shape. And shapelessness is erosion. Often your availability is driven by fear. Fear of being forgotten, fear of replacement, fear of seeming cold. But the irony is brutal. The more you chase connection through constant availability, the less deeply you are connected. Because real connection is not constant access, it is meaningful presence. A few moments of true presence outweigh endless distracted availability. Power, in its deepest sense, is the ability to choose your responses instead of living in reaction. When you are always available, you live interrupted. Your boundaries dissolve, your identity follows. You stop asking what you want and start asking who needs you. Your life becomes a service desk for other people's desires, and slowly, you disappear. But something changes when you reclaim your availability. At first, guilt appears. Not moral guilt, conditioned guilt.
Thanks for spending time with us. If this sparked a new way of thinking, hit like and subscribe to keep the ideas flowing. And don't forget, check the description for the links to the original books and resources we used today. We'll see you in the next one.